What the video we're going to do today on is effective use of cover. And you'll see I got basically a training gun here because I'm going to be pointing back down, opposite of downrange, 180 degrees out, and I have a live person filming. So obviously we're gonna work with this for a minute before we go to live fire. We're going to live fire that way. So basically the effective use of cover, or correct use of cover, is if you see in the movies and on IDPA events and everything like that, you see people crowd cover. For whatever reason, if this is a corner of a brick wall here, where we're going to act like it is, they want to crowd up and do this. So at this point, you're exposing way too much of yourself. As you can see, it's pretty much my center line is exposed out. So if I'm in a gunfight, I'm giving him a huge target to shoot at. So if I simulate that camera as your eyeball looking at me, if I take a few steps back and I tuck in behind cover, when I lean out, I've already got a shot on the camera person there, center mass. So you can see the difference of what little is exposed at this point as opposed to this point. And with anything, if you've heard the term before, distance favors the marksman, basically. So if you can shoot, it's better that you stand farther away from someone that can shoot. Because the chance of you getting hit at 3 yards is really, really high. The chance of you getting hit at 15 yards, goes down drastically if that person can't shoot. So basically, the distance favors the marksman. So I'm going to step back. I'm not going to care about those 2 yards I'm giving up. I'm going to step back behind cover, and I'm going to lean out. At this point, if we're already in an active gunfight and I know I got to shoot you, all I got to do is take center mass of something I know I can hit. So at this point, I know I can hit her shoulder. So you probably can't even see me at this point, but I got a good beat in of her collarbone, or basically a rotator cuff at that point. And that's in a gunfight, that's a hit. Start hitting. There's no need that you have to come all the way out to expose yourself for center mass. If I know, and we've already done the ID thing, I already know we're in an active gunfight, there's no need for me to pop back out again to verify that we're still in a gunfight. We're in a gunfight, I'm hitting here, bang, 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 bang. I've already got 4 or 5 rounds on that person before I came to center mass. So if you start putting rounds on a person like that, they're probably going to get up to fight pretty fast. And if not, they're going to have a lot of holes in them before they decide to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change it up to live fire. I'm going to spin around. We're going to use this target as our threat. We're going to use this again as basically simulating our brick wall. And I'll show you the difference of how I can shoot exposed center mass as I'm coming in. If I've already verified that that's the person I'm in a gunfight with, I'll show you how to effectively basically put rounds on him as I'm moving out to give him as little of me as possible to aim and shoot at. So basically at this point we're going to go to live fire. As you can see, we're going to simulate this as a corner of a building or so, that this is true cover, that bullets aren't going to basically get through this if it was covered. Difference between cover and concealment. Concealment hides you. This would be concealment, but bullets are going to pass through it. Cover is something that hides you but will stop a bullet. So we're going to pretend this is cover, that this is say a concrete wall or something like that, that bullets will not penetrate this, that we're fighting from cover. So basically there's my bad guy. We've already engaged that we're in an active firefight. So there's no need to identify him any longer. We know that basically when I see this guy, he's going to shoot me or I'm going to shoot him. So I'm going to go ahead and load up. I'm facing down range. We're going hot at this point. So guns down range, I'm going to take a step back because I don't want to crowd that cover. So at this point, I can ease out, and I can see his shoulder. So if I already said, hey, we're getting in a firefight, guess what? I'm taking one on the shoulder because that's what I can see. There's no need for me to come all the way out. If I can't see his eyes, he basically can't see my head. So I'm going to take it over the shoulder. At that point, I'm out of rounds. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take that cover again. I'm not going to be out exposed with a gun that's not running. So at this point, I'm going to do my mag grenade, come over the top. Now I've reloaded behind cover, so he's had no basic chance of flinging rounds at me while my gun was down. So I'm back behind cover. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to poke back out. I'm going to see him. Shoulder. So I've shot him center mass. Now I'm back inside. So you can see what little is exposed to me at that point. You want to definitely take advantage of that cover. If I'm here, I'm not doing the same thing. I'm giving him way too much of my body to shoot for. If nothing else, if you're out here, and this is a blind wall, what if his buddy's right here and grabs your hand, grabs your gun? At that point, now you're in a fight for your own gun in a firefight, which is a really, really bad place to be. So even though you think, oh, cool, I can get right on target there, well, guess what? He can too. So that's the advantage, is definitely of stepping back, get behind cover. Like I said, distance favors the marksman. I'm okay with shooting 7, 8 yards, whatever that is. I'm going to lean out. Shots so I can lean out and hit him center mass if he's not going down. At that point, once he's getting rounds in him, you know, it's going to definitely get his attention. So we're going to go ahead and pause it here, and I'll show you from my vantage point what I was seeing as I'm coming around cover. Okay guys, this is where I was standing. This is my simulated cover. And basically as I come out, you'll see how we come out, we can see his shoulder. Well, if you're in an active firefight with that guy and you know that you're exchanging rounds with that guy, or you know that guy is basically gonna be, you need to shoot that guy, that's where you start shooting. There's no need to come out, see center mass and kind of do a picky boo, because guess what? He sees you too. So you tuck in, bang, start shooting that shoulder, get that hit, come around, get a little deeper on him. And like I said, at that point, hopefully he'll lose the will to fight after you've put a few rounds in him before you got to center mass. I mean, you can't always depend on that. He may have to go, that till he basically bleeds out, to just depend on how dedicated he is in that fight. But that's to show you when you take a few steps back from cover and you come out, that's what you can see, and he can't see you, but you can already get rounds on target. So if you come up, now you're hugging this, see how little movement it takes to expose his whole body? That's not what you want. So anyways, I hope you learned something, guys. Like I said, don't crowd that cover. Just take a few steps back and just lean out. Get a little of you exposed as possible. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.